So guys, I have already measured 2 cups of the plantain flour, Ramus Food plantain flour, and this is the cup that I used. And to this flour, I would add half teaspoon of salt, in this bowl we have 2 teaspoons of baking powder and half teaspoon of baking soda. You want to get the crust a bit fluffy, so the baking soda helps with that. This is totally option. I have 1 teaspoon of sugar, and this is all the ingredients with regards to the dry ingredients. So what we are going to do, we're going to combine everything well. Now, making the crust for pizza using a gluten-free flour would be a bit different, since there will be no kneading, but we will be using the mixing method. So once all our dry ingredients are incorporated, we are going to add the liquid. The only liquid that we are using today in this mixture is water. So in this cup I have measured out 2 cups. This is the cup that I use, and we will be gradually adding the water to the mixture. So I'm going to pour in this amount, and we're going to mix. We're going to mix until we get a nice smooth mixture, and our mixture must be of drop-in consistency.
So Lana, tell me, does plantain flour absorb a lot of water like other gluten-free flours?
It does. Hence the reason why, we cannot say, well, okay, we'll use 2 cups and it will always be sufficient. So once you know what you're looking for, then you know that whether you have to add more water or not. So when you look at it right now, we know it's definitely not what we're looking for. So we're going to add some more water to the mixture. So guys, this is what we would be looking for, right? So just one little thing I want to add to the mixture again. I would like to add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now we're adding a little oil to the mixture to assist with the softness. We want our dough or our crust to be soft and fluffy. But you do not have to use coconut oil. You can use whatever you prefer. So guys, this is it.
So that's really nice chopping consistency. That's really nice. That's made using Ramus Foods plantain flour. This is our pizza crust batter mixture. No white flour needed, 100% plantain flour. So for mini pizzas, we're going to prepare our 9-inch non-stick pan, and we're going to pour the batter in and cook it on both sides. So here we have our non-stick pan, and we're using one of the half cups. We're going to be pouring batter into the non-stick pan. Flame is about a low heat, low to medium heat. When you pour the batter, just like you're making pancakes, Right, you form a nice circular formation in your pan. Right, let it cook on one side.
So guys, I know it is a little bit different than the traditional pizza that we will make, in that, you know, the normal pizza you would need your flour and put all the ingredients and bake. There isn't a two-step method. But given the fact that we won't be able to knead this flour, we are using this method in making the crust first and then adding the toppings to the pizza.
So here you have it. This is your first mini pizza crust made with Rema's Foods plantain flour. This is how it will look. This is a plantain flour, gluten-free all the way. And what you do basically is that we have the rest of our batter in the bowl there, and you continue making these crusts just like this until all the batter is completed. Lana, tell me, how many crusts are you expected to get from this batter?
Okay, and on average, 6 to 8.
6 to 8. Okay, great. So we're going to get 6 to 8 mini pizzas looking just like this. Right? Made with 100% plantain flour. So as you notice, plantain flour, just as many other gluten-free flours, absorbs a lot of moisture, so it's getting really thick. So eventually you may have to add a little bit more water to get it a little bit more runny, but this should be fine for now. So if you find that your batter is getting a little bit thick, you can add a little bit more water. But we are good in the pan there, so it's cooking on one side, probably a couple of seconds until we are ready to flip it. This is the batter here. This is how many batter remained. Alright, so you're more or less ready to flip this one here. Oh. Right. Didn't get it all that, but should be fine. Okay guys, so we are about ready with our pizza crust. Yes, this is the last one, so we got 7 in total. Yes. So now let's see how the pizza crust looks. It's just very flexible. Yes. Let's see. Break one. Let's see how it is on the inside. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. So you see, you do not need white flour to make your pizza crust. This was made with 100% Ramos Foods plantain flour. Okay? So you don't need gluten-free flour all the way. So we're getting ready to decorate our pizza. Our mini pizza is made with 100% plantain flour. So we're lining it off in our pan, and we have our ingredients here on the side.
Okay, so guys, These are the toppings that I had available, and bear in mind you can add how much veggies that you want or whatever topping that you like, but this is just what I had available, and I'm going to show you how we will decorate these mini pizzas. So here I am jumping in with some tomato paste. Now you can put as much as you want, but I'm not too much of a tomato person, but so I'm just putting this amount, and this is equivalent to 1 tablespoon. But as I said, you can put less or you could put more. Grated cheese. So here I have some grated cheese. So we're just going to put a little bit on to the tomato paste. And what this does is it keeps the vegetables from falling out. Because you won't want to be eating a pizza and as you lift it to bite it, everything keeps falling out. So you're just putting a light coating. And guys, you all can put how much cheese you want. There are people who actually love a lot of cheese on their pizza, and also different types. I'm just using the normal cheddar cheese. For the vegetarians, there is also a vegetarian cheese that you can use. Okay, so here we have the light coating.
All right. Looks very delicious already.
Okay, so I just want to show you the size of the onions that I use. I used 2 of this size tomatoes and this size onion. But as I said, you can use more or you can use less. So we'll go in here with some onions. I love onions. Loian, what about you?
Makes the pizza very delicious. I love onions as well. Alright, so we got the cheese on, or we have the onions. Let's see what goes on next.
Okay, so we're adding some tomatoes.
Lovely. All fresh ingredients. That's what I love about it.
You know, tomatoes have a way of adding a nice color.
Yes, certainly. And as you said, you can mix and match your local ingredients as you see fit, depending on your liking. These are our local mini pizzas made using Rema's Foods plantain flour as the pizza crust. Right.
So we go in here with some green sweet pepper.
Yes.
I'm sorry I don't have one to show you the size that I use, but you can average. This is a large sweet pepper, one large sweet pepper I use. You see how the color is coming in so nice?
Yes.
You know, eating healthy do not have to be boring. Oftentimes, you know, when you hear healthy eating, you think, well, oh my, that's boring, it's tasteless. But not so. At Rema's Food, our aim is to produce excellent recipes full of color and most importantly, taste. Nourishing your body the way it ought to be nourished.
Correct. With our gluten-free recipes, you can turn your any meal that you would like into a healthy option. So you don't need to suffer in silence anymore. Let's try some pineapples.
All local,
Yes,
bought from our local farmers.
that's important because we support local farmers. Ramos Foods purchases only all natural ingredients, locally produced, locally grown from the hardworking farmers of Trinidad and Tobago. So our plantain flour would have been made using plantains purchased from local farmers, hardworking farmers grown right here in Trinidad and Tobago. So we support local. So all of these ingredients here have been sourced locally. Next in line, we have our ham.
Oh my, look at this. I'm excited to show you guys.
So this is chicken ham that we got from Erin Farm. Again, we support local. This pizza looks very delicious already. Can't wait to dig in.
So there is just one last ingredient again, which is to top with cheese.
So can these pizzas be used for breakfast, for lunch, or for dinner?
Of course, they can. And even for a movie night.
Yes, you can invite your friends over and you can have these pizzas made using Rayma's Foods gluten-free plantain flour. These can make some interesting side dishes, appetizers, or main course, depending on your liking. Alright, we're almost done. Okay guys, so we have the oven set at around 225 degrees C. It's preheated for about 5 minutes and we're going to put the pan into the oven right here. Yes, remember that the crust has already been cooked, so basically it's just the ingredients on top to cook a little bit. So we are leaving it for around 10 to 15 minutes and we'll check it, and we will give it another 10 minutes after that. So in all it should be around 20 minutes that everything should be ready, and we will be taking it out after. Great, so after about 15 minutes our gluten-free plantain flour pizzas are ready. Take a look at it here. Looks delicious. I made from Rayma's Foods plantain flour, 100%. So you see here, the cheese is all nice and melted. The crust is also nice and grilled, so it's about ready here. Looks delicious, smells delicious as well. So let's see how it tastes. All right, let's see how this tastes.
Awesome.
Are you getting the nice plantain flavor from it?
Excellent, excellent dish.
Great. Delicious. Rayma's Foods plantain flour pizza crust made from 100% plantain flour. Here we have it. So you see, you do not need white flour to make your plantain crust. This is 100% gluten free, made from 100% plantains, green plantains. So this recipe can be used to make your delicious meal. You can have this for breakfast, you can have this for lunch, you can have this for dinner, you can have it as a snack as well too. This makes a delicious gluten-free recipe made using Ramos Foods plantain flour. So here you have it, folks. Thanks a lot for tuning in today to our video. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment at the end, and thanks, and see you later with our next exciting recipe made by Ramos Foods.